So, Shyla, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and wonderful to see you. So, if your tutoring career was a TV reality show,
yeah,
what would it be called?
Something like Survivor, I reckon. Like, even in relation to the actual show Survivor, like,
Right.
I feel like we've got challenges, we've got rewards, like, we've got games, but you've got to get through it. You know, like, it's serious at the end of the day. So I reckon it would be something like that.
Okay, very good.
Because, like, love to have fun, and I'm so happy to, you know, have a maths game or the chocolate rewards. Love that. But at the end of the day, we've got a lot of work to do, especially for the high school students.
Love it.
There's exams coming up, like, you know, when you have to focus. So I feel like it would be something like Survivor.
That's awesome. And I was just thinking, there's a lot of word of mouth. Like, word of mouth is pretty much our main way, you know, the students find out about us. But I feel like in your case in particular, there's like a lot of parents will call up and be like, I want Shyla. Like, because someone has had a really good experience. And then, and I think it might be that what you said, like the combination of the encouragement, support, but at the same time, what's sometimes lacking at school and in the education system is that there's more old school, like, no, there's work to be done. Yeah. You got to do it. Like Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
So what's the funniest excuse a student has ever given you for not doing their work?
Oh, so many. One of them was like, my dad put it in the bin, and I was like, did he? I don't think he did that.
Well, out of anger that you did your homework?
I swear I did it, but my dad threw it away. Wow. I was like, okay. I've gotten dogs eating the homework, cats eating the homework, or just like taking a chunk out of it.
Surely you'd bring it with the chunk taken out of it.
That's why. I'm like, that's fine, send a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would be the funniest one, was a parent's taken it away. I was like, I don't think they did that.
They confiscated it.
Yeah.
No, and it sounds like enough times they've said, I forgot it at home, or some go-to excuse. Yeah. And then you're like, great, take a photo, send it to me tonight. They're like, oh crap, I obviously haven't done it. They don't have to actually do it. Yeah. And then you chase it up and they just do it last minute, they're saying a photo. And then they realize, I need a better excuse where send a photo to me is not going to cut it. And then they go with my dad.
Exactly, because people, they've left it in the car, or they've left it at school, or they've left it at home. Like, we've gone through all the excuses.
Yeah. Which is a bad story if you want to get out of having to send the evidence.
Exactly. But then it's like, if a parent did it, then I can't really complain to the parent if they threw it away. So they were kind of smart with that excuse, I didn't believe it.
It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
The person who's paying us to be here somehow violated this. Like, okay. Yeah. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Discord or WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Real or long form videos?
Real.
And I feel like you might remember this as a student. I swear I might have done this with you and one of the other students when we were doing sessions together. But yeah, if there was one phrase that you could ban students from saying, what would it be?
I feel like when they say, I hate this, I'm like, no, we don't hate it. It's like, we can love it. We can learn it. Like, I have no idea. Like, when they say that, because I'm like, no, I know you do know this.
Yes.
But they're like, sometimes when students get like a little bit overwhelmed with like a new topic, they just go, I have no idea.
Yeah.
No clue, but I know that they know. We've done, you know, when you do like similar things.
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe one of those
I'm
two.
Confused.
Yeah.
Are there any times where you've just said that's not allowed? Like forbidden that you say this phrase?
Not forbidden, but if they say it so many times, sometimes I'm a little bit like serious. I'm like, no, like I know you know this.
Yeah.
You can't say like it's not an excuse. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like in more of an encouraging way, where it's like they're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with a new topic or harder questions, but then I'm like, it's okay. It's only one extra step. Like, we can work through it. I run tally sometimes of like every time they say I'm confused or like I don't get this, because I think a lot of times students don't realize how much they're saying it. Like it's just an automatic thing. Not saying I can't do this, but how do I do this? Yes.
I'm not saying like, you know, I'm confused, but like explain to me how to do this or whatever. Some way of acknowledging that you will eventually win, and it's just a matter of time till you get there, as opposed to I've lost.
Yeah, just like a mindset change. I feel like it's always positive.
What's a question that sounded simple but sent you into a full existential spiral?
When we're doing certain formulas and it's like, it's the why. So even things with like Pythagoras, I'm like, how do I explain this to like a year 7 student? Do you know what I mean? Like if we're going right to the back of it, or even
and you know some proof that they're not going to get it.
Yes. Or even like I remember doing the quadratic formula. They're like, where did this come from? I'm like, I could tell you, but I I don't think
we haven't learned
that's
going to
help.
We haven't yet.
Don't think that's going to help. And then like existential crisis is sometimes they ask me like, how old are you? Like, what are you doing in the next 5 years? And I'm like, oh, wait a second. Like, or they're like, oh, I thought you were 18. And I'm like, oh, no. Well, one of them said, I was like, oh, yeah, it was a little year 3 girl. And she thought I was like 25 or 27. And I was like, oh, that made me like a little bit like, wait, do I seem like middle-aged? Like, I got very stressed about that.
Right.
So, yeah. Half.
Have you ever had you're a mother? Like, have you, like younger students just assume adult women are mothers? Yes.
It was like a little year 1 boy, and he just assumed that I also had children. I was like, no, I'm 19 years old. What do you do with your kids? Yeah. It's always funny, though. It's always funny, but yeah.
No, it is very cool. I actually got one yesterday. What is a number?
Yeah, wow.
I love these questions because they feel easy.
Yeah.
But then you're like, well, you can't say a quantity or accounting thing because then, well, you just knocked out fractions. Like fractions don't make sense. Or negative numbers don't make sense. You can't say a length because negatives don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like you can't even say like, I don't know, like a serious question. What is a number? Like it's almost like the answer you give depends on how much you do you know what a complex number is?
Yes.
If you don't, I can give an answer. I can be like somewhere on, the one-dimensional number line. Whatever. I don't know. You give some kind of answer. But it's not easy, eh? Like it's,
a lot of sometimes when we're doing like introducing negative numbers or like fractions, one of them is like if a third equals 0.3333.
Yes.
Then like when you get to a whole, like 0.999, like where's the 0.1? And I actually don't know where the 0.1 is. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's fractions, it adds up. But I was like, wait a second. I don't know how to answer.
No, this one fascinates me. There's actually a beautiful proof to this.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting. Most people are very okay with a third being 0.333.
Yeah.
But they're not okay with 0.999 equaling 1.
Yeah.
Like it feels somehow like, no, bro, they're not the same thing.
I just have accepted it.
All right, let me try. I wasn't meaning to get into maths, but hear me out. So there's an algebraic answer and there might be more satisfying. I think sometimes the satisfying ones are the ones that you can kind of think through mentally without needing like paper and pen or whatever.
Yeah.
And the best I've heard of is this. Okay, 1 and 0.999 forever, right? What's the difference between them? Like if you minus them, okay, well then a number that really makes sense is 0. Infinitely many zeros and then a 1. But then you realize, hold on a second, I just said something dumb. Like, okay.
Yes.
I just said 0. Infinitely many zeros and then I said something else which will never happen. Like as in the difference between the numbers is 0. Infinitely many zeros, shut up, Harry. Like as in, and then full stop because like
it doesn't.
You'll never get to the 1. Like as in, there isn't a 1 after infinitely many zeros. Because the whole point of infinity is there is nothing after infinitely many zeros. Like
that's true.
Like it's like you've said a married bachelor.
Yeah.
Like as in you've just I don't know, you've a 12-year-old adult. Like you've just
it just doesn't work.
Yeah, you've literally said something impossible. There is nothing after infinitely many zeros. Yeah. Because the definition of infinity is that it goes on forever and therefore nothing can come after it.
Yeah.
So the difference is just 0. Infinitely many zeros. So 0.0000 forever, there is no 1, which is just 0.
Yeah.
So if the difference is 0, then they're the same thing. Does that work emotionally for you?
It does. I accept that. Okay, I like that.
And there you go. I didn't expect to get into mathematical proof.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it helps. Like sometimes the proper, actual, fancy proof, which they have in a textbook, whatever, is like it sticks less. Yeah. Like it resonates less with a student. And or you get dice and you show it. I don't know, like if you can make it concrete somehow, or you explain it some other way. Like the best proof is the one that lands. Yeah. Or the best explanation, more generally. It doesn't have to be like super technically correct in the extreme sense. It just has to land. Like it just has to like create an intuitive understanding of, okay, I've got this. Yeah. And podcast or audiobook?
Podcast.
Dark mode or light mode?
Light mode.
Emojis or no emojis?
Emoji.
In your sessions, what's the stationary item that you use the most?
Pen and paper.
As in you or the student? Or
me.
You. Okay, there you go.
It's kind of like the whiteboard, but I feel like the whiteboard is too separated from the student, so I do pen and paper like right in front of.
That's cool. So they see it as you do it.
Yes.
And you can read and write it upside down?
I can, yeah.
That impresses students so much.
I know. I've had them
oh
try
my
to
God,
copy it.
are you like a genius? I'm like, yes. I am.
Yeah.
It's still a hard skill. Like
yeah, no, sometimes they've tried to copy it and it's hard, but I've mastered it and I'm very proud of that.
No, every tutor eventually
you have to.
And it really is easy. But even writing isn't that bad. Like it's kind of thing you just do it.
Yeah.
And then you almost have to not think too hard. Like if you think too hard, you ruin it.
If you overthink it, you'll get it wrong. Yeah.
It's like roll the punches. It's like let your hand move without too much conscious effort. It's a bit like, in fact, your brother's a legend, both of them. Will broke his hand recently, or his shoulder or something. And then I think I was speaking to Mum about like this happened to me once when I was tutoring, and then like I just had to write because I had the tutor, and I was like, okay, well I still want to take my classes, whatever. I'm just going to start writing with my left. Yeah, it takes a couple of days. Yeah, but you can learn to write with your left hand.
No, I was doing it with him.
And Will did it,
on the whiteboard. Yeah. And it's easier on a whiteboard.
I agree. Yes.
I don't know how, but
that also it is. Yeah. I think you're moving the bigger movements. Yes. And therefore you don't need the fine motor skill of But even writing it down, yes, on the whiteboard. I just find it easy on the whiteboard. Yeah. But even writing down, I think it's less effort than you think. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a choice. Like he had all his exams. Yeah. So it worked out. I feel like it's similar.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's like if you're forced into a situation, it's also about getting over the original uncomfortability. Like, like handwriting is like, it feels like the skill you've mastered when you were 5. Yeah. It's like beneath you somehow. Yeah. So then being forced to do it as if you're a 5-year-old. Yes. It frustrates you.
It just feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
And frustrating when you're
correct.
Stuck.
But if you get through that and just like almost ignore it and just like, I'm just accept that I'm going to be terrible at this. For a while, and then I'm gonna, be okay with it.
I feel like that's the thing with maths as well. Like, it didn't have to be neat. It didn't have to be, you just had to get the numbers on the page. So it's not like I'm writing essays upside down. I've just got my like equations in a row. Like it's not too bad.
That's true. Maths is definitely easier than English. Yeah, upside down. Mm-hmm. Like an English essay upside down would be hard. Mm-mm. Sideways. I find sideways writing extremely hard on either side. Right. Tell us a bit about yourself. Yeah. So you're studying at the moment.
I am. I'm at UNSW doing law and psychology.
Yep.
I'm in my 4th year, so I'm almost done.
So cool.
Which is really exciting. And then other than that, I'm working here.
Yay! Very cool. Law and psychology does not feel very common. Are there many people that do that double degree?
I've only met a couple. It's a bit of a random one, but I'm happy with it because I feel like they're so different that my brain can just like switch off and do one at a time. Like there's no overlap. I don't have to, it's just nice to have.
Oh, it's beautiful. They're in like different areas and you like them both. And no, that's fantastic. And you've been tutoring for 3.5 years, 4 years, which is amazing. What subjects and year levels do you?
Generally, like kindergarten to year 10. I definitely prefer high school students, I think. Mostly maths, but a lot of my students will just bring anything, like English, science, anything that I did, I can kind of help with.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Once I had a girl bring her French homework, and I was just really like pulling things from the back of my mind. It worked out. But
how much French do you know? You did it at school?
I did it till year 11. So I've got basic vocabulary. Like I could not speak French.
Yeah.
But mostly maths. Maths is what I enjoy tutoring. And
Oh, fantastic. No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's always fun when there's a plan and the student changes the plan. Like, okay, I guess we're doing geography today.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
It is what it is. That's awesome. And it's good to be able to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Like you want a sense of, okay, this is what it is. You have a test tomorrow. Let's roll with that.
If they've got an English test the next day, they're not going to focus on maths the night before. So you got to be a little bit lenient sometimes.
Sometimes, that's awesome. Okay. What's a subject that you don't tutor, but you kind of wish you could?
Higher level English. Remember loving it at school.
And you were good at it, right?
Yeah.
You were very good at English.
I was fine. Like I really enjoyed it, but I just couldn't tutor it. I think it's with every school doing different books, I wish, or something random like one of the languages or like art. Like I feel like that would be really fun to tutor.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you have one? Anything other than that?
Yeah, I've been very tunnel vision, in my tutoring.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I ever really did other subjects. Science would be cool. Yeah, like physics or chemistry.
Yeah.
Okay, languages I feel like are tricky. Okay, it feels different. Like knowing how to speak a language.
Yes.
And smashing an exam.
Very different.
Yeah, they feel like very different skills.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be hard, working out, okay, do they want to learn a language or do they want to smash an exam?
Yeah.
And then kind of you go towards that goal. If you could distill your understanding of learning and students' education, what is the one piece of advice you would give students in your experience that would have the biggest impact?
Do your homework. And I hated it when I was at school, but it actually makes a difference. Like, I remember when I was in your classes in year 12, and I didn't want to do the homework, and sometimes I didn't, but it really makes such a difference. Like, doing the past papers and the textbook questions, like 1 hour of tutoring a week isn't enough to like change your life. You've got to kind of keep at it in your own time. So I'd probably say, especially for like high school students, if you kind of want to see like a real difference, you've just got to do the work that you get set.
Just do the work on your own.
Just do it. Yeah.
And often that's the case, it's the non-glamorous.
Yeah, that's why.
Normal advice. Do what your mother told you.
Yeah.
that actually works. What's the funniest thing in a tutoring session?
They swing on their chair, and I'm like, don't swing on your chair, you'll fall off. And once he fell off, and I just could not stop laughing. It was completely fine, but it was so funny because I had just said you're gonna fall off. So that was actually really funny. Or even
and imagine the kid laughed about it too.
Yeah, he was completely fine. He was fine. Or when like Liv brings around the chocolate and they're kind of like scared to take one, or they're scared to take two, and I'm like, no, it's fine. It's just always really sweet.
What's the one topic that you could go on for at least 10 minutes about with zero preparation?
The Kardashians. Celebrities, I could just go on forever, I swear.
There you go. There is some sense of that is helpful to build rapport. I mean, maybe
like in tutoring or in general?
No. I just meant in general. But I mean, 10 minutes is probably extreme. But like 1 minute of Kardashian talk, I feel like might change, year 8 English students. 59 minutes of, as in, sometimes it makes a difference. But yeah, there you go.
If it was like maths related, probably like algebra or something. Like, I just feel like I could explain that forever.
Right, okay.
But pop culture otherwise would be my top preference.
Very cool. Tabs open, 50 or 5?
50.
Really?
Yeah, and I hate it, but I can't help it.
I would have lost money. Okay, there you go. But I'm very minimalist.
Okay.
Like wastefully minimalist.
Right.
Like every year I think about throwing out our Christmas tree and just buying a new one.
Really? Okay.
As opposed to storing it. Which I don't do because it's wasteful and ridiculous. So yeah, say recycling was perfect.
Yes.
I would recycle that Christmas tree.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, we just buy like an Anko $100 tree, $50 tree, whatever, and it's like just like it's like a meter high. Yeah. But just storing it for a year over spending $50 next year. Yeah. I just don't in my life.
No, I get that.
Autocorrect, on or off?
On.
So what's the most controversial opinion you might have around education?
I would say that holiday sessions are worth it. And I know all the students would disagree with me on that one. Yeah. But I feel like in those few weeks where your brain just completely switches off, that's probably like prime time to get ahead or catch up on things that maybe didn't make sense. Yeah. I feel like it's controversial because a lot of people
have a big
don't like that, or the holidays are supposed to be like a reward for the term, which I completely get. Yes. But also, I just feel like in those few weeks where your brain kind of just clocks out, they're probably like the most beneficial for certain
This is so true. But if you could go back in time, what advice would you give your past self about getting through high school?
I would say pick subjects that you love.
Yeah, right.
Not things you're told to do or told is going to scale well. Yeah. And I feel like I know me. I was so concerned about what was going to scale well or what was good subjects, and I ended up doing a couple that, in hindsight, I wasn't really interested in, which definitely made doing the work harder. Yes. So that would be probably my main piece of advice. Yeah.
That's cool. Like, do stuff that you don't mind suffering with.
Yes, because you have to do, in high school, you're going to have to do a lot of work anyways, so you might as well choose subjects that you actually have an interest in.
Yes. It's interesting, the word passion, like pathos just means suffering.
Oh.
Seriously. The passions of Christ.
Yes.
Like you mean like...
Yeah, okay.
So when we say passionate in a positive sense, it's kind of cool actually. It's something like the things that I would suffer for. Like if you're passionate about being with someone, it's
really
like...
sweet.
Yeah, it's like I will tolerate the suffering because it's worth it. Mm-hmm. It's like I will, because of like, I'm passionate about maths.
Yeah.
means something like, I'm willing to suffer for it. Like, what thing do you like most about tutoring at First Education?
I think it's just such a lovely environment. All the tutors, all the students, all like Liv and Lucy, everybody's just really happy to be here. So I feel like you can feel that when you walk in. You know, everybody's kind of excited to see their student. Liv comes around at halftime with chocolate. Like, I just think it's a really positive environment, and I think it's something you can actually feel. It's not depressing or anything. It's like, So I'd say that's probably what makes me really excited. And then obviously like seeing my students learn and grow, and then seeing them excited to do work makes me really happy as well.
Well, yeah, thank you for your time. That was wonderful.
Perfect. Thank you.